guys, welcome to my channel. So as I've already told you, in this series I'm going to tell you everything in detail and some of the things that I have learned in a different manner from whatever is being taught in minor in AI from IIT Roper. So this is a course basically where we are going to learn the details for minor in AI. Here we are going to learn how is AI being used, how we can use it in different fields, and how we can be benefited from this. So this is a course that I have joined in September only, September of 2nd, and I am going to give tutorials for each and everything, each and every topic which have been discussed in the course. So this will be a whole series for the same. I will be taking up the topics week by week. So initially there have been 3 weeks completed till now, and I am going to start the series from now. So just you can go through everything and you can learn whatever I have gone through in my course of minor in AI. If you want to enroll in this course in the next year, or maybe if you want to learn Python, if you are a beginner, I am a beginner in coding. I don't have any prior experience. I am not from any non-medical background. I am not from BTech. I am a medical student, so I will be teaching you wholly solely from whatever I have learned and my experience only. So thank you so much for opening up this video, and please go through it thoroughly so that you can understand the concepts of everything that I'm going to tell you about. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe and support me, and you can also like the video if you like it. Thank you so much, and I'm going to start with the introduction in minor in AI. So basically, minor in AI is a course where we are going to learn about the details where AI is being used. What is AI? Guys, AI is artificial intelligence, and it is being used vastly in 2024. Why? Because there are so many benefits that half of your work is already being automated, and how you can be benefited from this is you can utilize that time of yours in doing something more productive. And now, for using AI, you need skills to use the AI as well. You cannot just randomly go and use AI for anything that you want. You need to give a good prompt to AI. What is prompt? Prompt is basically, if you have ever used ChatGPT, you need to enter one line. That is basically the instructions. So instructions that you give to AI, instructions given to any AI platform is called a prompt. So prompting is very important, and to prompt you need to have an understanding of what you are finding, what you are trying to find, and a little basic knowledge, because human intervention is always required, and there may be some technical error in the AI servers as well. So we will use AI, but we will still have a benefit of doubt of any mistake being occurred in the technical background. Alright, so for this we are going to start with the basics, and that is Python. Now I am talking to you in English. This is my language, and I am conversing this so that you can understand worldwide, because English is the most popular language that is being widely used in most of the countries over the world. And similarly, when you are trying to talk to the computer, when you are trying to give instructions to the computer, you need to learn a language that computer will understand. Alright, so Python is a programming language, basically a language for the computer. Python is basically a programming language that will help you to communicate with the computer. So Python helps you give instructions to the computer, or server, and do the work that you require for you. All right, so that is about Python. Now, how Python is being used in AI? Because Python is the most compatible language, that is the easiest to understand, it's most compatible, and most of the AI softwares are using Python. So you need to learn a basic of Python coding so that you can handle the AI in a better way. Okay, so now what is Python? Python, I told you, it is a programming language. Okay, it is a programming language, and it has come into existence in last 30 years. Before 30 years, there was no such language known. All right, so it came into existence on Feb 1991. Okay, and it was created by a Dutch programmer. Sorry, a Dutch programmer. I am writing so that if anything is not clear from my voice, and maybe if you are not able to understand any of the word that I spoke, you can just have a read from wherever I am writing it. It was created by a Dutch programmer, Guido van Rossum, who was basically called as benevolent dictator for life. Okay, so now we are going to start with Python. Now where we will be coding. So go on to Google and then search Google Colab. This first link, collab.research.google.com, we'll go on to that, and initially it will ask you for a sign in, and when you have signed in, you can just go on to, I will just go on to a new notebook. Yeah, so this is what we have received. We will cut the other side. So here you can see there are some, it is very much similar window to the what we have in Google Docs. So here you can type in any code and or any text. Okay, so in the text you have different options as you have in Microsoft and Google. So I hope these are, all of these options are very much clear to you. And then we have code. Okay, so from here, from file, you can save, you can create a new notebook, and you can open the saved ones. This is very much similar to what we always use. Okay, so I'll delete the rest and add this. So also there is one shortcut to add a new code, that is control. If you can see here, if I'm not clicking, I'm just, yeah, so this is the control plus M and B. This is the shortcut to make a new, this way, make a new code. Okay, so now we will start with the coding. So first of all, we will start with a very simple function, that is print. We will print hello world. Okay, and then we will, this is the run button, this play button, this is the run cell. Okay, for this shortcut there also they have mentioned control and enter, but I have just clicked on this. Okay, now the first code will take some time because it is going to the server and it is trying to connect with the server wherever it is there, and then it will bring the result. Okay, so now they have told me that I have a syntax error. Okay, I will do this thing then. Now let us see. And now it has printed. So here what has happened, I have given it in a string. What is a string? Guys, first of all, now you need to know print I have mentioned first. So print is basically a mirror function. Whatever you type inside of the brackets in front of print, the same thing is going to get printed. So I wrote print hello world, so it has printed the same. Okay, and then there is string. What is a string? String is basically whatever is in apostrophes. So this becomes a string. Now whatever you put in apostrophes, that will come up same. Okay, now this will be more clear from you take n is 1. Now if I type print n, I am not giving it in a string. Okay, and the result is 1. If I give it in string, now let us see, it has printed n. So whatever will be in string, it will print the same ditto copy. Okay, but if it is not in a string and it is something that we have already mentioned, we have given a code for that. This is a very simple interpretation. We have given a long code for one thing to define one thing, and then we have just mentioned whatever it was equivalent to. So then it will print what will be the result. It will not print the same thing. We can also do one more thing. We can do print, and then we will mention like okay, we will first give n is equal to 2, print the in strings the number is, then comma, and n is not in the string, inside the string. Okay, now let us see. Now what do you see? What was inside the string has been captured same as it is, and what was without a string, the result for that has come. Okay, one more thing. 2 plus 5. Now let us run this. Now what is 2 plus 5? It is 7. Now it has given the result for 2 plus 5. It is not giving me 2 plus 5 here. It is not giving me exact same thing. If I make in a string, suppose 2 plus 5. Let us see now what is the result. Now it has given me the same. Why? Because it is inside a string now. So that is the difference for being inside the string and without the string. Okay, and then we go on to the next thing. So basically here you have learned that print is a built-in function in Python. You have not created this. This is already there. It's a built-in function. It's a function that an object accepts. Okay, it is accepting the input and it is giving you the output in return. Okay, now the term built-in here refers to the fact that this function is something that is readily provided by Python for our use. Okay, so now we have done about this. Now we are going to talk about the literals and variables. Now I have told you what a string is. Now one more thing, you can use either in double quotes or in single quotes as well. Okay, so this is not going to give you a major difference when you're talking about Python. I am not talking about any other language, C, Java, anything. There it will make a difference, but in Python, single and double string, as much as I have done, it is not going to make a difference. Okay, although when it's a long code, we prefer to give double strings. That is better. Okay, it's better for practice. So otherwise it is not making much of a difference. Now strings you have understood. And what are numbers? Numbers. Now here I have given n is equal to 2 plus 5 or n is equal to 1. So what is here? N is a variable and 1 is a number, right? N is a variable and 1 is a number. Now when you need to solve some things, you will need to give a variable to numbers. Why? So that you can get the answer. Now here I have given n is equal to 2 plus 5. So that is why it has given me the answer 7. Got it? Now why it has given me? Because I have allotted a variable n I have allotted, and that I have mentioned 2 plus 5. I have given a addition function to this, and then I have added a number. Okay, so a literal is something that describes a constant value. Okay, and variables are containers that used to store value. Okay, so variable, what here variable is n is a variable, and if there is something that is going to be constant, that will be a literal. For example, somebody's name, you are not going to change somebody's name, but when you're talking about somebody's class, somebody's education, that will change with time. Okay, similarly somebody's parents name, okay, this is not going to change, but their address can change. So parents' name or their own name is a literal, and address or their educational status, their job profession, those are variables. It can change or it may remain the same over a period of time. Okay, so moving on, we have learned about literals and variables, we have learned about the print function. Now we are going forward with data types. Now what are data types? Data types are basically, I will add a text for this. Okay, I will tell you one more thing. Here I have given a hash. So hash, whenever you need to give a comment and that is not supposed to be a part of the code that you are giving, you can give it under hash. So here I have given hash and then I have told what is a variable and what is a number. So here also hash you can give with the code, the shortcut for hash is control and slash. Okay, so now I have given the comment and we are going to learn about basic data types. Now what are basic data types? We have four types of data types. So the first one is an integer. What is an integer? Integer is basically this type is represented by int in Python. Okay, now this represents integer, int represents integer. Python provides a command that is called type to determine the type. Okay, so with that we will understand what types we can, how we can define it. Okay, now what is an integer? Integer is any number without a decimal. Okay, that is an integer. Now I will give examples of each and everything. First we will just have a brief introduction. Next is float. Float are basically real numbers. Okay, and it will be with a decimal. Okay, then we have the third one is a string. What is a string? I have already told you, whatever is inside the apostrophes. Okay, so I will just, yeah. Then fourth one is a boolean. Okay, boolean is what? It is basically true or false answers. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to show what these are. Okay, so first of all, starting with the first one, integer, we will give a command to print 1 and then we will mention type 1. Now what has it shown? It is 1 and integer. Okay, if we do one thing, n is equal to 1 and then print n, type n. It has given me the same, so I will make all the changes here. Now if it is without decimal, it is a integer. If I am putting 1.0, it is the value is same 1 or 1.0, but the type has changed. Whichever number is present with a decimal, it has become a floating number. Okay, so it is with a decimal, so it is a float. The type is float. Okay, now this is integer and float. Integer is any number without a decimal and float is a real number with a decimal. Okay, then next is string. If I put it inside the string, now let us see. Now it has given me the same value, but the type is string now. Now string can also happen like this. I will just copy paste this here and here. So this is not going to make any difference. Okay, it has because I have not deleted the n. Yeah, so it is giving me the same value. Okay, then the next is true or false. Okay, so now let us see what it does. It has given me same true value and the type is boolean. Whatever will be in true or false, it will be the type boolean. Okay, so now have you understand what all it gives? It will give int, it will give same float. Okay, string will give str and boolean will give bool. Okay, so these are the types. Okay, now these data types we have learned. Now we use some of the operators while coding. Okay, now operators, there are different types of operators which we are going to continue in the next video. I am just going to mention the names here. So the first operator is the arithmetic operator. It will include all the multiplication, addition, division, subtraction, everything. Okay, details we are going to discuss in the next video. The second one is a relational or comparison operators. Okay, then the third one we are going to discuss is logical operators. Logical operators. Then the fourth one is, now basic, these three are the basic ones which you basically need to learn and learn by heart basically. Other ones I will just give you the names, but we are not going to go into the details for this. These are a little complex. So the fourth one is an assignment operator. The fifth one is a bitwise operator. Then the sixth one is identity operator, and then the seventh one and the last one is membership operator. Okay, so all of the details we are going to discuss in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to continue watching this series, please watch the next video as well, and thank you so much for your support. See you later. Bye bye.